Hey my friends, welcome to Man of Faith Ministries. I'm Brian. You've joined me today for chapter 2 in the book of Hebrews in the New Testament, reading from Matthew right through to Revelation. There is a link in the description to all of the other chapters in the New Testament that we've read so far. Let's get into it. Chapter 2 of Hebrews. It's titled Give Heed. For this reason we must pay much closer attention to what we have heard, so that we do not drift away from it. For if the word spoken through angels provided unalterable, and every transgression and disobedience received a just penalty, how will we escape if we neglect so great a salvation? After it was the first spoken through the Lord, it was confirmed to us by those who heard, God also testifying with them, both by signs and wonders, and by various miracles, and by gifts of the Holy Spirit, according to his own will. Verse 5. For he did not subject to angels the world to come, concerning which we are speaking, but one has testified somewhere, saying, What is man that you remember him, or the Son of Man that you are concerned about him? You have made him for a little while lower than the angels. You have crowned him with glory and honor, and have appointed him over the works of your hands. You have put all things in subjection under his feet. For in subjecting all things to him, he left nothing that is not subject to him. But now we do not yet see all things subjected to him. Verse 9. But we do see him who was made for a little while lower than the angels, namely Jesus, because of the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, so that by the grace of God he might taste death for everyone. For it was fitting for him, for whom are all things, and through whom are all things, in bringing many sons to glory, to perfect the author of their salvation through sufferings. For both he who sanctifies and those who are sanctified are all from one Father, for which reason he is not ashamed to call them brethren. Verse 12. Saying, I will proclaim your name to my brethren. In the midst of your congregation I will sing your praise. And again, I will put my trust in him. And again, behold, I and the children whom God has given me. Verse 14. Therefore, since the children share in flesh and blood, he himself likewise also partook of the same, that through death he might render powerless him who had the power of death, that is the devil, and might free those who through fear of death were subject to slavery all their lives. For assuredly he does not give help to angels, but he gives help to the descendants of Abraham. Verse 17. Therefore he had to be made like his brethren in all things, so that he might become a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make propitiation for the sins of the people. For since he himself was tempted in that which he has also suffered, he is able to come to the aid of those who are tempted. That's the end of chapter 2 in Hebrews. Next time we've got chapter 3, titled Jesus our High Priest. So please join me for that one. Until then, please stay safe, take care. May the Lord bless you greatly today.